Hello everybody, we are back inside Scrap Mechanic. We are doing the hide and seek in the vending machine map created by Bobby Bates. This map has 27 spots. One spot within a spot, one OP button spots, no pixel buttons. And once you've found all the spots or you've played hide and seek or whatever you want to do, there are 4 master switches to trigger an end sequence. So I'm hoping I can find all that. But let us get started. I am by myself today. Once again, I have fallen behind and I need to get this recorded so I can get it edited so I can get it published. And unfortunately, Karma's evil twin is at work and not available to record. And I am on call for work, but it's so far been a fairly slow morning. So I figured I'd come home and try to get this knocked out. Part of the reason I've fallen so behind is I actually have a few other videos I'm working on, but I want to make sure I keep up with the Friday map discoveries. So, we are here. There's a spot right there. There we go. Add 1 to our counter. And don't think this blue is relevant in any way. Oh, and we are off to the races. I don't know why we're off to the races, but we are. I am going to currently refrain from destroying all this cardboard, even though it's in my nature to destroy it all. But since the cardboard is all that makes up these items... Oh crap, I fell. I did not want to do that. Oh, that's little juice boxes, that's cool. Well, I guess I'm down here now. I don't have a hammer, so I guess there are no hammer slots. I'm not seeing anything down here. Oh! This is cool. I guess that's one of the master switches, yeah. I like your indicator here. Alrighty. Not seeing anything on these stairs or balcony or balustrade. Anything up on the lights? No. Anything in these slots? No. Uh-oh, wrong button. Alt scroll in. Might help if I click on the game first. Okay, those are just the sensors for that. I suppose we can go down. Ooh. What do it do? What do it do? Do. I see that switch, or button. Let me see if I can figure out where this spot is first. Aha! There we go. So that turns the fans off. That's interesting. Alright, I am back. I had to pause because I had quite a bit of background noise going on. Alright, so that was that spot, and then I saw this button over here. Oh, that does that. That's nice. That's a nice number 5. Just a little crouchy spot with a good view. Nice view. Alright, what else do we have going on over here? I don't think the coloring on the circuit board delineates spots. I think that is just to show the circuit. So I'm not going to spend time trying to find hidden switches in all this dark green. I am going to take my time and kind of look underneath each one of these components. And of course, I'm sure I'm going to miss about 16 things under here. And y'all can tell me all about them. As I said, this one, the description on this one did say that it only has 27 spots. So I'm hoping I can come up with a little bit shorter of a video. Not sure how y'all feel about the long 2-hour videos I've been doing. But in my opinion, they're just a little bit on the long side. Plus, they're a lot of work. Press C to use. I am now inside what I assume is a power supply. So that closes that, and then what I see over here. It just turns the fan on and off. Bobby Bass, unless you intentionally wanted the fans to be turned on and off, might I recommend the use of a NOR gate next time. Oop, hello. Okay. That's not how you get to that. So this one does require a little bit of a parkour. There we go. And we are inside the spot. Nice view to that one over there. Nice-orama. I wonder how much of this logic down here is the logic for the hide and seek versus just stuff he threw on just to make it look like a circuit board. Because it'd be really cool if he just built all the logic down here. There is an interesting number of lights inside of this vending machine. If we're going for a realistic approach there. Coin. So that brings us back out to the drop tray. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here. Alrighty. We'll come back to that in a minute. Hello? We're in the coin inserter slot thingy. That's coolerific. I'm gonna leave you open just so I know I gotcha. And this brings us back into the merchandise area. Got some juicy boxies. Wait, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about all that. Wait a minute, what? Oh, this is loose. Interesting. Are these each individually spots? Okay. What do we got going on here? You even include the little foil spot that you stick the straw through. That is awesome. It's a duck! Okay, but how do I get inside of all of these? Oh. Hello, hello, hello? Where was that? So that was that? Yeah, okay. And that's gonna be the same switch, yep. Oops. There we go. Alright, so that's one. I wonder if all of these open, or if he just copy and pasted, which would be quite understandable for the size of this, or for the number of items. Just checking to see if I can see any buttons like that one right there. Like that one right there. Alright, that opens this spot. Nice. My computer just yelled at me for something. I don't know what my computer just yelled at me for. What else do we have going on around here? That's a sensor. That's the button I just hit. That's the next level. That's the button I've already hit. Wait a minute. There's that one, and then there's top right corner of the screen. So I've hit that one. Yeah. It looks like there was another one over here. there? Is that a button? Or is that piston set up? Nope, that's a button. Found you. That's 11. This one also has a button in it. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4 more in this area. I mean... Oh, you see what I see? I'll get to that later, though. I don't think the sensors have anything to do with spots. I think those has to do with the drop system. Because if you find all the switches, everything drops. And underneath all the cardboard, nothing hanging on the bottom. Oh, wow. Well, so this one, and this one. It might very well be one each. Oh, there's one. Or that's the one I just got. What'd that button do? Did I open that? I don't know where that button just went. There it is. Yeah, okay. So that's 13. So these all do appear to open. So we have this one and this one. There's that one. Nice. And then there's, this one. You think when I find all these in this room, I might close them all? Just that way they're closed when they drop. Is that a button on the back side of the piston there? I hit it. I heard it hit. Oh, I've already found that one. That's just lighting. Where is this last button? Is it on the container itself? I'm not seeing it. Oh! This one's not a spot. Duh, I'm wasting my time. Instead, I'm going to go through and just close all of these. Or I'm going to fall down, that's fine too. You know, tomato, tomato. What? I think that's just stuck. It's either stuck or not programmed right. Alrighty, that is all of our juice boxes. Cool. And we are at 14 out of 27 spots. I'm happy with no connections. I'm no longer happy. Because I'm happy. Oh, hello. What is... This is the coin box. These are all our coins. I feel like this is a very good spot to get stuck. And I don't want to get stuck. Alrighty. If this doesn't scream parkour, then I don't know what does. Oh, is that open? That was not open, so that's the spot I just found. That is diabolical.
Truly diabolical.
Get a little bit of Doofenshmirtz going. Finally added my diabolicals to my soundboard. Nope, you can't jump on top of that. And there's only the one switch up there. I'm happy that's all it does. Alright, and then we are in here. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. If you don't want me to break stuff in your maps, don't put stuff I can break in your maps. And it is my opinion, and only an opinion, that it is bad practice to put switches on breakable objects. Alrighty, what have we got? There's a button there. What did that button do? Can't fit through there. I just saw press E to use. I will take a look at that in a minute. Alright, so the button I found did this. Okay. Not sure I understand that. I also don't remember where that button was. Was that the button? Yes. Alrighty. So I saw a press E to use over here. Right there. I'm going to assume that it opened something, because that's how this map works. That's a 17er. Alrighty. There's only 3 spots on this level, so it shouldn't be too hard to find the third one. Switch, button, switch, bot, something. Can't get through here. Oh, is this the one? No, that's the next one up that has that button there. Why is that open? Oh, because I started up there and then I fell. I remember that. Alright, but what are we looking at here? So, I've stopped talking. I realize that's not a good thing, but I've run out of things to say. That's the spot, yep. Anything in the staircase here? Coin slot. Nothing up there. Anything behind here? That would be an interesting spot to put a spot. I just need this one button left in this area. I need a Diet Coke. I'll be right back. I have returned. Took me a little bit longer than I anticipated. OBS crashed. But luckily, I record in MKV format. So it actually recorded all the way up until the crash, and I didn't lose anything. Or it saved all the way up. I don't know how it works, but... yeah, that would kind of suck if accidentally... Is this a spot? Yes. Okay, I know that's cheating. I'm sorry. How do I find the spot here? There's not that many places it can be. Oh, where is the button? Oh, where is the button? Oh, where is the button? Okay, that's cool. He gives you a spot to shoot that won't break. I wonder if the button's on the front of one of these. Does not appear to be. I'm sure y'all have seen it 3 times on my screen and you're yelling at me right now. It's right there! Well, I haven't seen it, so I'm sorry. I don't know how many times I have to tell you, I am not good at this game. I'm actually about to say I might need to come back to this one later. So there's nothing on the front. I wonder, where's that, shiitake mushrooms? Where's that, end of my sentence at? It was right there, so it's unlikely that that was a way to open one of these spots. It's too far away. But there's nothing jumping out at me in the staircase. That is up against the wall. There's not a switch there. I think we will come back to this one later. I don't want to spend too much time on this one now. Right there, I see you. That is diabolical.
Diabolical.
Sorry for the delay. I don't know how to get to... There you... This is going to push me off. There we go. And that is spot 18. Assuming my counter is right, which is a huge assumption. Alright. Still not seeing anything on the staircase. Does it say anything about that? I also haven't seen any giant switches. I'm going to close this one and find it again because I don't remember where that one was. Was that one? Did I hit it? What is that doing? I see that one. I see those three. So let's just start with that. 1, 2, 3. That was unexpected. We'll come back to that in a minute. So for now we have 1. I'm an idiot. I need to add that to my counter. There we go. That's what that switch does, or button does. I'm pretty sure I've already counted that. I won't count it again. This is that other spot over yonder. That's 20. That one was that one. That one was that one. That one was that one. I don't remember how I opened this one. There's a switch there. Excuse me. And that's that one. That's 21. So now all I have to do is re-find that switch. It was open, so I've obviously found it already. And the only reason I want to do it again is just so I have them all together in one little time segment. But for the life of me, I don't remember how I opened this one. Ew. Ah, right there. Cool. And I've already counted that one, so I won't count it again. And this goes back up to the secret area. I doubt there's going to be any spots in there. So first things first, I'm counting this as a spot. I didn't realize there was a ceiling there. So there's a second master switch. does say there is one OP button and one spot within a spot. But I see it not. But we're going on an hour here. I think the first one was 27, this one's at 23, that is 50, so 10 more minutes. There you are, hello. Told you. And we have this master switch here. And I want to spend a little bit of time in here because it does say there is one spot within a spot. And I feel like it might be inside here. This is not where I was thinking it was going to be, though. That's 23, 24. Okay, wow, the fact that I found that. And it's not even the spot I thought it was. Hindsight being 2020, it wouldn't have been. I was thinking that this... I got this spot and this spot confused. I was thinking this might lead up to that coin spot. So let's go find that now. So again, we are going for that spot there. So in order to do that, there's no pistons or anything. There's one OP button. The rest are just normal hidden buttons. So that's like here. I do not intend to do that. Yeah, that's the coin slot. How do I get into the coin box? Hot damn, look at this. We're outside the map. Oh my gosh, the lag. So I found all 4 master switches, that's nice. I've only found 24 out of the 27 spots. I have an idea of where one of them is. I'm not going to wait for it to reset on its own. I'm not getting a press CDUs on that. And this is the highest I can get, the closest to it I can get. Yeah, I don't understand. Bobby Bates, if you see this video, I would love for you to tell me how to get to that button there, how to get to the spot that's inside of here. That spot right there. And then just a reminder that you do have this no connections right here. But I think I'm happy with that for now. 24 out of 27 spots is respectable. We did find the end challenge condition, found all four. Oh, excuse me, found all four master switches. And the video has been going on for a little over an hour now, so I think I'm happy with that. So thank you all for watching. If you have any maps you want me to do a discovery of, leave a comment down below. If you know where the remaining 3 spots on this map are, leave a comment down below. I try to read and respond to every comment. So the more y'all comment, the more effort I'm putting into these videos. So see y'all next time. Bye.